has lost close friends and family members this year. As a system, we wanted to remember 3 members of our extended Pop-A-Lock family who were lost this past year. Ed Vercher. I was very fortunate enough to have met Ed Paw Pop-A-Lock Vercher very early in my career at Pop-A-Lock. Ed's association with Pop-A-Lock system dates back to one of the first 10 locations that we opened. Ed Vercher owned Alexandria, Louisiana, which was the 8th franchise in Pop-A-Lock history, and later started Lake Charles, Louisiana as well. Next is Mr. Ben Payne Sr. Mr. Ben served in nearly every role in the Pop-A-Lock system, including franchisee, technician, locksmith, trainer, tech support, research and development, and of course is the maker of the finest car unlocking tools in the industry. Bobby Huck Jr. was the locksmith and locksmith manager for Central Pennsylvania Pop-A-Lock, covering York, Lancaster, and Harrisburg. Bobby was Mr. Pop-A-Lock business card. Every relationship is a long-term learning experience. And it's through this mutual learning experience that we form our lifelong bonds with friends, family, and colleagues. Through our Pop-A-Lock network, we have a wonderful opportunity to share and learn from a number of individuals from a wide variety of backgrounds. However, a painful part of that learning experience is that eventually and dramatically it changes when your learning partner passes away. However, our learning relationship does not end in death. The impressions and experiences that we share together go on affecting our everyday lives and decisions. Mr. Ed Vercher was one of the first franchisees that I had the privilege to support, even before I worked for System Forward or SIG 5 Franchise Development. We were working on getting him some locksmith equipment, and I asked him if it would be more convenient for him if the franchisor would become the distributor so he could have a single point of contact to order all of his product. He gave me some good advice that I still carry with me today. And anyone who's ever heard me use the term OPM will understand this. He said, "Son, the number one thing you need to understand about a franchise and a franchisee is that we have no desire to spend any more money on a product from the franchisor that we can get less elsewhere. Convenience is expensive. Rob, find me the best deal." My lifelong friend and mentor, Ben Payne Sr., passed along many pearls of wisdom to me. There's one that I think of often. What's the plan? Who's ramrodding this job? Have we thought this through enough? What happens if something goes wrong? Can we fix it? In one sentence, Mr. B summarized most leadership books you will ever likely to read. Bobby Huck and I spoke many times as he grew in the business, and he had a simple marketing philosophy. He said, "Our business is easy because we don't have to identify our customer. Everyone is our customer and needs to hear our message." I will likely continue to hear his message for the rest of my life. I'd like us to take a moment of silence to reflect on and remember Mr. Ed, Mr. Ben, Bobby Huck, as well as all of our learning partners who may have passed on within or without the Pop-A-Lock system. Amen.